everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're Dos Cavazos, and today we are watching the 21st episode of Season 2 of ReZero.
So we've actually been pretty confused the last several episodes of this show, but we actually read some of your Patreon comments, and now we're pretty clear on the fact that this sanctuary was actually, the perimeter was here to protect them from Hector.
Yeah, so right now, my question is, because we do know that Satella was the person to kill the witches, how Echidna gets out of this situation. Are they able to get Hector out of like this perimeter, and then the whole situation with the sanctuary gets formed with the Ryuzu going into that crystal? And as it comes to Roswaal, we pretty much found out that, you know, he has this love for Echidna. So it kind of makes me wonder now if everything he's doing is an attempt to bring Echidna back to the life of the living.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get into it.
I was hoping to stop the raid on the mansion, but I think I ended up making it unavoidable. I'm sure of one thing now. I have to get to the mansion as fast as I can.
All right, fine. I'll go with you.
Huh?
What was we here, Kevin?
Maybe you don't understand. Going to the mansion also means the three of us would have to leave the
I want to go
sanctuary.
back to the mansion.
I could still head out of this place because I've got a mixed blood dad and a human mom exactly like my sister does. My mixed blood's way too thin for it to stop me.
But
I thought he...
Yeah.
Wasn't this whole thing?
That's my mom. She had shitty luck and even shittier taste in men.
Wait, what?
Figure it out.
You should have told me that
I don't
a lot
get it.
sooner.
Yeah.
What? So do they have different fathers or not?
I mean, I don't even fucking know.
What?
I couldn't figure it out.
That's what I'm talking about.
You need to be
Show us
stronger.
just how tough you really are.
Oh, don't you worry. No one can run away from old Reinhardt, as they say.
That guy's still alive, and there's a radiant
Reinhardt?
expression.
Aw, I miss Reinhardt.
it looks like everything's ready here.
Now let's just hope that Elsa and her partner aren't earlier than expected. I'll be counting on you guys and our enemy, the Art of War Subaru Natsuki style.
Art of War.
That's so cool!
Thanks for all the help getting everything together, you two morons.
Is it so hard to just try and thank people normally, you one moron?
So anyway, Rob.
One moron.
All right, do as you like then. From this point forward, I plan on doing that as well.
Okay, what does that mean?
Sorry this has all been so weird, but,
Don't worry about us. We understand completely. Our internal officer has already explained the whole situation to everyone.
Just remember to wipe your nose and clean up a little. Otherwise, Petra may not let you in.
thanks guys, I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, come on. Why don't you just give up on all this and let us help you?
Who's your internal officer?
Let's get going!
This season was lacking so much Rem.
Anthony's like so salty about Rem. Like,
You know,
y'all
like,
had no
the more
idea.
and more I thought about it, I was like, we, like, literally hardly ever saw her. She's just, like, laying there.
Like
But,
when we go to the mall and go to our 2 anime stores, because we go to like 2 anime stores at the mall, he's always like, "Ah, I miss Rem."
Am I to presume that your return means that I finished the trial? I was able to confront my past and overcome it, and I was told there are 2 more of them to go. Progress, but it's not over, so I'll be back in the graveyard again soon.
Okay, so she's just not gonna do the next 2 right now?
I didn't believe that you would ever be able to get back on your feet. You were standing tall right in front of me, chest high and eyes facing forward. You only lose a few points for the tear marks I see that remain on your cheeks. Please, I'm asking you to do this for him. Give him a reason to live through both the present and the future.
But what is her being on the...
No, I mean,
Bring him
Please.
back?
Please
like,
rescue him.
him from himself, you
Maybe,
know, back
but
to his old
still,
self.
what does that have to do with her? Is it
I
because...
don't know why the attachment. I mean, that's something that we've questioned from a long time.
Is it because she's like similar to Echidna?
I'm not sure how my assuming the throne of Laguni got.
I still think that Roswaal's the one who took her
Oh,
horn.
here, maybe we'll see.
I'm just having trouble seeing how one affects the other.
Yeah.
Just Ainsies.
This is the first time you've asked anything of me, and that means something.
I still feel like somehow, some way, her taking the throne advances in his mind the plot to go against this dragon to somehow get Echidna back.
My, look at this.
Oh.
Tell me, would you mind if I offered my congratulations to you as well?
Roswaal in his tiny hat.
Shaken.
Ron, you okay?
Yet you were forced to confront the painful events of a past you never wanted. Well done. You overcame the trial. And I was convinced you were quite incapable of it, forcing you to fit his pompous ideal while asserting that you could do it. After all, as we've come to realize, he and I are two of a kind.
Hold on a minute. That doesn't make sense.
Roswell's starting to get on my nerves.
You mean your nerves? I was trying to do how he did it.
Matt, I'm sure he spoiled you, treating you with the utmost kindness and care.
Is that how you were with a
He
kid?
never even considered that you're far from a normal girl now, did he? The you he loves...
Why is he only having one eye open?
Because they're both simps.
Everyone's a simp in this show. Everyone simps for someone in the show, I should say. Like, really? They really do?
Yeah.
Is that the only thing making you think you're exactly alike? Because if that's all you have to say on the matter, then I can assure you you're wrong. You couldn't be more different.
His face?
audacity.
He's like so offended.
He asked who I thought I was, causing trouble for him when he's done so much.
That's when we thought the relationship was so toxic that they should just go their separate ways, and then they kissed.
I guess she appreciated tough love.
Yeah.
I promise I'll take care of the favor you asked of me.
It was my teacher and I who started it all. That's the one little detail you got wrong, Miss Emilia.
Echidna. Your teacher lover. Kind of.
I'm impressed. It seems her resolve is stronger than I realized.
How much of our conversation were you able to hear, Master Roswaal?
Oh, I heard quite a bit and saw you kneel before her. I applaud your acting skills.
What?
What should I...
You shall remain here and await Miss Emilia's return. If no one were here to welcome her brave and triumphant soul back, even my own heart would ache for her.
I'm starting to think maybe she's so loyal to him because maybe he promised her a way to get her horn back. Because I still think that he took it.
You're the boy who was with Barusu.
Mr. Natsuki's judge of character leads me to believe that you're not the enemy here. Then let's have a discussion. Because I think we can be of assistance in getting you what you really want.
I said you're annoying. I have 3 conditions. First, I'm strongly in favor of taking Garfield down a notch. Then there's Miss Emilia.
Well, that would be up to Mr. Natsuki and Miss Emilia, more than likely.
The final condition is that you mustn't tell Barusu why I took this bet in the first place. I would prefer not to give up my last endgame.
Rom endgame.
Master, from the witch's delusions.
It's been quite a few years since you pointed your wand at me. A shame that you're doing so now and that you called them meager delusions.
I didn't even know she had a wand.
Have you always had a little wand? She's in Hogwarts.
You have the book, don't you, Master? In the place chosen for the last showdown, at the stage when you step forward and take action yourself, there's no way for you to do so without the Tome of Wisdom that you rely upon above everything else.
Like the same as Beatrice's book?
Well, remember he had his book.
Yeah.
Those who ask favors of a demon should die by that demon. Whatever one relies upon in life should be the thing that brings about their death. And now the time has finally come. I've lost what I desired, the meaning of my existence.
Whether you live or die is up to me.
Seems you can conclusively achieve your retribution. After all, you were forced to swear loyalty against your own will, pledging fealty to one who destroyed your homeland and then living with him.
The fucking horn! Yes!
After losing your horn as well as the ability to maintain your form, a level of suffering to this degree is quite rare. For this last step, you should have overlooked this final action I planned to take, however.
What's he doing with Ryuza?
This is the precious young girl who offered her own life to save her friend by becoming the Sanctuary's core.
You intend to use the power of this crystal to cast some form of great magic?
Great enough to change wind and weather.
Or to bring people back from the dead?
My understanding of your power is second only to that of your teachers.
How do you intend to achieve such an ambitious goal, then?
I can't win this alone.
If it's two against what? I suppose.
Oh!
So am I to assume that this is the main reason you agreed to Subaru's plan?
I told you, Master, when I arrived. I'm going to take you away from the witch's delusions.
Okay, so Puck's back again!
I'm just a passing stray spirit. All right, let's pick up where we left off. This ought to be fun.
Turn into a giant cat. Eat him.
We begin!
Oh, shit.
Fire Versailles.
This is not what I was expecting in this episode.
She's here.
Are they already here?
Just
Or she's already here? Is it Elsa? What
so what? I know this is what Subaru would do.
That's exactly what Subaru would do. He would just fucking keep going back and back.
Miss Rem.
Rem should be the priority, not the afterthought. This bitch.
Am I
Bitch
to
in her
presume you're the
cleavage.
small girl I was told about? Are you shaking? Don't worry.
That'd be a good time to show up. You and your freaking entrail comment.
Good girl. I'll send you to meet the angels.
Okay.
Frederica.
I told you to run far away from here so you'll be punished later.
Oh my god.
I believe you must be the bigger maid then. I'm glad I've been able to meet you together and that the two of you are such good friends. I'll lay your guts next to each.
Oh my gosh. I hate her.
Demi-human blood, I see. Well, after an experience in the royal capital that nearly killed me, my skills have greatly improved. So you can't handle me.
Petra, get outside the mansion right now.
What about Rem?
So we're just gonna leave Rem.
I don't have any idea who sent you here, but it appears that Petra and I are your targets.
Yes. Two maids along with the little spirit girl, actually. I've never
Get
cut
out of
open a
here.
spirit, so
Yeah,
I'm
she's not after Rem.
Your personality's worse than your taste.
she's sweet.
Indeed, I'm quite proud of her.
Probably in her room.
Maybe Miss Beatrice will be able to do something about this. In here?
They're gonna give her motivation.
Subaru! Please help me!
He's gonna show up.
Watch him like bust through the window.
That'd be very good timing.
Oh,
You
what?
got it, Petra.
Is he really right here already?
Are you really here? You came to rescue us?
It's me, and I did.
Thank goodness!
There's Garfield and Otto.
Just leave everything to me. Here's what I'd like to tell you, however, if I...
We're all gonna die. Get out of the castle.
For a homecoming like this, the people that are in the way are just a little too in the way, if you ask me.
Garfield needs to hulk up.
I guess you could call it my hobby. I am the bowel hunter, and I love cutting open bellies.
Oh my god.
Boss man says
Oh!
the best defense you can have is
His abs.
Oh, there. I don't think he hit him with his abs.
the best defense and the best offense both come together as a team, which ends up making me the strongest one in this whole. Don't you think so?
Reconnecting.
Big sis?
Makes a well-rounded basketball team.
Oh, wait a minute, are you really my sister?
What is he looking at her boob?
We haven't seen each other after all this time, so don't be rude. Look at you.
Oh, now's not the time.
I was like, right there.
Bullshit to me, because I'd say you're the one who's practically a damn giant now.
Pardon.
Yeah.
Real nice you had to wait for us. Yo, sis, dude. Yo, big sis. You happen to know a chick named Ren?
She's in the door.
You've got to take her out of here as soon as you get an opening.
Okay.
Pretty sure I'm gonna have my hands full with this bitch. Sorry, big sis. She ain't the type I can take on worrying about who's behind me.
Okay. So get big.
You can see what's on my arm, can't ya? This is the same shield the two of us used to play with when we were just kids. Honestly, it was running with you all those years that gave me strength. Now I'm the strongest one around.
So they do have different parents, right? Is that why his like thing gets bigger than her thing? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
he
the
gets,
creature that he could turn into.
Gonna kick things off, the first thing I'm gonna do is smash her head into the wall!
Then do it. Do it already. I'm tired. Done with her!
Okay, so we have an interesting fight going on. Actually, two interesting fights. Roswaal is going up against Rom and Puck, and I think that was a confirmation that it was him who took Rom's horn, which is something that we speculated on since the first initial scene that we saw. Except we kind of got a little bit more cleared up, I should say, as to why she had been so loyal to him up to this point. But it seems like, she's finally acting upon, like, what her true intentions were. Simultaneously, we got Garfield going up here against, I forgot her name.
Elsa or Eliza? Yeah, one of the two.
The Bowel Hunter. But regardless, I'm hoping that Garfield can just, like I said, Hulk out and just friggin' just rip her apart.
Yeah, I'm ready for her to be done. I want him to just take her out. And, like, hopefully this is the time they get this mansion scenario right. Like, Subaru gets it right. We also haven't seen him return by death in a while, so I'm a little nervous about that, because I'm like, what if that's like...
I don't feel like we're going to do that again, which is so weird, because it's been so long, whereas, like, in the first season, it was, like, constant, where he was still trying to get his bearings and figure it out, but... I forgot at what point was his last death, in all honesty. And, I mean, restarting at this point, I feel like would just be, with 3 episodes to go,
Unless that's how the season ends, is he, like, restarts.
Oh, or he could die, but then maybe he achieves what he needs to achieve in the first place here, too. But I'm really interested, more so than, like, the Garfield fight here, to find out how that Roswaal, Puck, and Rom fight's gonna end, because... It's kind of hard for me to see any of the... Well, obviously not Puck because he's a spirit, but the other 2 dying. So, how's that fight going to end,
Wonderful. You're simply wonderful.
Simp. Emphasis on the simp.
How does she hold her boobs up? Like, I'm so...
They have to be fake.
It's not possible logically.
What just happened?
You're amazing.
Oh, shit! His
whoa!
Yo, big sis!
Is she still there?
Why you still standing there like some kind of damn statue?
Sorry, I just...
Now don't forget, the boss is counting on you to do your part too. So do it, alright?
Get Rem. We must get Rem.
I believe in you, Garth.
Damn straight you do!
Oh, shit. I don't know if that's gonna do too much. She'll probably just like it because she's weird like that.
I know.
Just some for entrance.
It looks like Big Sis finally got moving.
She just cut
the sand or the smoke? Yeah.
Okay. Anime logic.
I'm getting you out of here, Beatrice, because I intend to drag you out. We're heading
And
into
you're
the
gonna get
sunlight
muddy.
to play in the mud until that dress of yours is covered in it.
You're what? Getting me out of here? Mind your own business, I suppose. No one asked for you to do such
Be
a
that
thing.
person. That person.
We already know about you and Echidna.
She just kind of
doesn't
like
care
left
about
you.
you.
It was a social experiment.
Come on, why don't you decide for yourself what you want to do the same way that you always have before?
I'm not sure what you mean, since I can't ever remember a time when I've actually done that. I've continued to obey Mother's orders throughout my stay here at this mansion.
Well, your mom does a lot of things, so...
I was scared to be alone and longed for companionship. Everyone just leaves me behind. Mother and Roswaal and Ryuzu also.
Oh, you've had a rough life.
Spirit Beatrice is fated
Connect
to
the
be alone.
dots to your mother being the problem, even though we like Echidna.
We like her in the toxic way.
What exactly is it that you're trying to get me to say, I suppose?
Okay, I'll come right out with it then. And I hope your stupid mother can hear it too. Don't let something like a blank book and a 400-year-old promise rule your life forever.
Aww. Break free, Beatrice!
I won't compromise on something important to me.
If you really mean what you're saying, if you're really that person.
The prison!
Have you lost your mind? You've got to be kidding. There's no way I could be whoever that person is to you.
If you wanted to get her out, you should have just said yes.
You could have said that later.
Oh.
Seriously? But how is that?
What is it, the beast?
It's just a great fight, rabbit. Wait, what?
What? I like the rabbit.
What just happened?
I'm sorry, but it was an emergency. You didn't get hurt, did you?
Big sister!
She's not your real sister. Just kidding.
You just dropped Otto.
Sincerely apologize, Mr. Otto. The order of priority suddenly became very clear to me.
Yeah, it's the usual. Women, children, the elderly, the men, and then us.
Like Titanic.
Then Otto.
Even put me in the men category!
Oh, poor Otto.
Mr. Subaru.
He talks to
I
animals.
brought her along with me, just as you had requested.
So you did?
Your second wife.
So you'll always be my second waifu. To Subaru, you'll be my number one.
Hey!
I said waifu.
Another matter now.
A hippo? What the?
Why? What pond did you come from? You know, hippos are like more deadly than.
I feel
like,
I've heard that
sharks
there's
and
more.
animals.
What the?
Haley.
Oh,
That's it? You don't really seem too...
okay. Yeah, I heard that more people die from hippos than sharks. I think.
It's like
a year.
a lot of people die from hippos.
Which, like, where the hell do people run into hippos?
Like places where they have hippos, like
Yes, yeah.
Africa.
I knew what happened before. I don't want to lose you again.
Previously, I was fully prepared to die, but that isn't how I feel anymore. I've finally been reunited with my little brother Garf, and I have such an adorable assistant.
It's funny that her boobs are
awkward
just in the shot. Yeah.
Why did we draw that? With a child. Animate things.
It was like 3 times they showed it too.
Self, come back, Petra.
I don't know why this hippo is so hilarious to me.
You are about to be enveloped in the finest hospitality the Mather's house has to offer.
I won't let you get away with this. Attack! Get him, Rock Piggy!
What?
Rock Piggy?
Oh.
Please, do feel free to come at me. I'm in a bit of a mood, and I'm feeling harsh.
Frederica, end
Get
this.
ready.
I forgot what it was for a second.
What are we supposed to do?
Hippopotamus.
I think that's what I was trying to say. I was gonna say like hippocampus, but
Canvas.
hippocampus. Bats! Zoo bats! Mouse bat!
Cockamouse.
It's here!
Oh my gosh, this looks like Castlevania all over
The
again.
night creatures.
It was my teacher and I who started it all. That's the one little
Kinder.
detail you got wrong, Miss Emilia.
We're going back in time here. Or are we just focusing on Emilia right now?
Behold an unthinkable present.
The present. It's like, A Christmas Carol. Is that the right one?
The ghost of Emilia's present.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Now, Leah. Don't move your head around like that. Hold still,
Is this the
okay?
present? What?
Honestly, what am I gonna do with you?
It's like if she would have grown up and...
Been there with her?
Did you fall asleep?
Oh, why are you so dressed up today, Mother Fortuna? Because you look so beautiful.
There. Absolutely lovely.
Thanks, Mother. I appreciate it. Think I'll take a look.
Well, I wonder if we're gonna figure out if, what's-his-face is here, too. Sloth.
Goose.
Geese. Geese?
I like saying that. Goose.
Like, what would he have been right now?
He would have been your father-in-law. I mean, no. Yes.
It's awfully nice of you to greet me at the door.
I was just... Good morning to you, Goose.
Right on time.
We're on a picnic.
Well, shall we go then?
Oh, the life they could have had. If only you wouldn't have killed her on accident.
Join
and
the
then,
witches cult.
Yeah, I got crazy. Broke your back. Like, going like, eh. Gotten a bowl cut.
I mean, he kind of has, like... You could tell he had inspiration originally. He was like, he couldn't decide whether he wanted long hair or not.
Honest, I find myself captivated by it.
Oh, wow!
She saved the food. She's pissed.
Oh, no. Not at all. She just feels embarrassed. Mother's so cute, isn't she?
You can't just blurt out anything you want. Pretty mean-spirited if you ask me.
Freedom of speech.
You three are such a close family, aren't you?
We're not.
It's cute how this village color coordinates.
Well, I guess that's true.
We all wear purple and white with hints of green.
That's their accent color. Oh, how pretty. If only they wouldn't have frozen it. It looks like Naboo. Finger sandwiches? Oh my gosh, that's how you know it's a good time.
Come on now, Leah. There's more to being grown up than height, you know?
I feel like she's like too old for you to be wiping her mouth. Is that me? I don't know. I'm like, she could wipe her own mouth.
Like at least 100 and something years old
Like,
at this point.
okay, she's not like a little baby anymore.
Well, I mean, Grogu is 50, and he looks like a baby.
Emilia, you.
Are you feeling all right?
Just date in this
Thank you for the offer.
like fake scenario, please.
And I wish from the bottom of my heart I could actually do so.
I'm not sure what you mean. Why couldn't you?
I ship Goose and Fortuna. Ship it.
I thought she was just talking about you two, not me.
You understood her, didn't you, Mother?
No.
Well, I think it's a great idea, really. And the people of the forest won't think it's weird at all. Every one of them would support us.
And then I can have a sibling.
No. Like half, like.
Watch it look like them but with green hair.
Why are we like making up a fantasy? Why do we ship them so hard?
That's weird. I think I've got something in my eye. Go wash it out.
Oh, are you all right? Just be careful not to hurt yourself in the process. You did get those beautiful purple eyes from my brother, after all.
I know, and they're the same pretty color as yours too, Mother.
You know, I was thinking that. I was like, do your genes that strong?
You're such a worrywart.
We'll wait as long as it takes. All right, Miss Emilia?
Gonna run into a kidna. Or they're gonna disappear.
I love you both so very much.
But do you love them? I want to live there. I've decided. In that little thing. Right there. Where's she?
I take it the bishop is in the forest today,
Legolas.
isn't he? You're not with...
Didn't get eaten, or not eaten, but bit by the serpent in this reality.
Fired.
Fired. I guess you could say that.
Because such a world doesn't exist anywhere, does it?
You realizing? Yeah. Because she took that off of her.
beheld an unthinkable present. Does living here not seem a preferable alternative?
Maybe this is the test. Like, you know, you have to, like, accept that this isn't real. Oh.
It's unknown if the bishop is still alive, and the people of the forest are ice statues.
Yes.
Your homeland is frozen. You're persecuted by people from the outside.
Damn, way to rub
and
it
you had
in.
to say goodbye to the spirit who was like family to you.
This is a kidna.
You could live in happiness. Seeing you
The way that you're rubbing salt in the wound.
Why is this so pretty? I can't get over it. I want to have a picnic like that. I bought a picnic blanket.
Like Archie, who kept smiling until the very end, just so
Aww.
I wouldn't be scared. Or Puck, who always protected me and never left me alone.
He left you for a long time.
Yeah, that's true.
Most helpful for someone who's truly precious to her. Like Otto, who does
What do you say about Subaru?
Friends. Or Garfield.
Or Subaru, who's such a good friend. Oh.
And does reckless things even when he's wounded and hurting.
That was all you said!
Each
You could have said more! Why is that all you said? Oh my gosh! He's like obsessed with you.
So I'm not afraid of the outside world or of what the future holds. I understand that you're worried. But believe me, I'll be fine. Thank you,
He's not worried, it's Echidna.
Or a projection of him in your mind.
You're such a stubborn girl, you know that? And you don't have any idea how crazy you always made things for Miss Fortuna and me.
I'm sorry about that.
Big Fortuna. Just kidding.
You see, that was the brother. Go back and look. Does he have purple eyes?
It's canon. People who don't know Star Wars are like so confused at what we're talking about.
It's like Jabba in the Hutt's second command.
Echidna.
There we go.
Ah,
I
Echidna.
thought I'd get to see the two of them like that. Mother Fortuna and Goose.
He looks pissed.
Being together and spending time with each other. So again, I appreciate it.
You simply...
Oh, whoa, Echidna.
What was that?
You simply disgust me. I hate you. So
Yeah.
Whoa. What is happening, Echidna?
Interesting.
What's wrong?
Is there some jealousy there?
Maybe. Maybe she wishes she could, like, let things go.
Yeah, and just like live life, but still like be grateful for this like little moment.
Huh, that was weird. It can't just be about Subaru, because she only like flirted-ish with him. Like, you know, it's gotta be deeper than that.
Just how much have I been protected by others all this time?
Pretty much since day one.
But you're becoming your own person.
Look at that. I don't resemble Mother Fortuna half as much as I thought I did. Too bad.
I think you look pretty similar.
Maybe she means in terms of something inside. But I don't really know what you mean by that.
There she is.
Oh. So that was the second trial, so you got one more, right?
So
the
now
future.
Oh, I wonder if she's gonna see like her and Subaru together.
Oh, what if he's with Rem?
Oh my god.
You'd be like,
You'd be like, fuck yes! Well, let's stay in this reality. You could stay here.
Strange, I don't remember them telling us anything. Me either.
As you can see, Miss Emilia,
Yeah.
we'll be waiting right here as promised.
Are they just saying that because they like trust her? You gain the respect of the people.
But we're far from being the only ones who have high hopes for you.
She's like the village speaker. She always speaks for the entire village.
The elder. Bunny ears.
Ryuzu and the people from the sanctuary.
Oh.
Since you have emerged again, it seems safe to assume you have
One more to
overcome
go.
the second trial.
Let's do this right now, right here, right now.
The voices representing both the inside and the outside, we were finally able to get up and move on our own.
In truth, we're struggling. We can't make up our minds about whether or not we can trust you.
Well, I don't know if I can trust you, you chimera.
Oh my god! So you get kicked out of the sanctuary.
Like, fine, stay here by yourselves. I was trying to help.
He's deserving of our praise.
I mean, y'all haven't really been
Same goes for
around
you.
much. I mean, if you
Just
have, you haven't been in
all
the
of us are
show.
in such awe.
Does he only have
So
one
please,
tooth?
let us bear witness.
It's a stylistic choice, Anthony.
We're not gonna get the.
You
third
turn
trial
yourself
here.
around and you go back in the trial. So I want to see the future.
Yes, it's a promise then. Whatever may.
Oh,
You should be ashamed.
I was laughing at his tooth.
She said, Miss Emilia has her job and I have mine. We will both see it through. And then she left. All right then. I'm going in.
We're gonna get a glimpse. Give us a glimpse at least.
Face the disaster that is yet to come.
Okay, future. What's the disaster? It's like, oh my gosh, I had kids with Subaru. No,
Oh my gosh! I didn't expect you to say that. Why would that be a disaster?
I was just kidding. Because I just like the way she talks is like a friend zone type of thing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, oh, damn it. I gave in. So we didn't get to see how the fight played out between Rom, Puck, and Roswaal, which I was a little disappointed in. We obviously got to see Garfield fight Elsa a little bit. We didn't get Beatrice out of her room, which could have very easily been done just with a little white lie.
I know. He could have said, I am that person.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I don't know how I fully feel about that because I feel like she actually did need somebody to say, like, I'm that person for her. Like, she's been waiting so long.
Yeah.
But, like, he could have been like, yes, I'm that person, but, like, not in the way that you think. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Beatrice is, it's, like, really unfortunate all the things that have put her to where she is now, especially with Echidna kind of just, like, not caring much about her, you know?
Also,
like,
yeah, unrelated, slightly related, because still on the topic of Echidna, but Echidna there in, Emilia's mind, crying, but also looking kind of slightly jealous. It was interesting. I didn't expect that. So I don't know exactly what that's all about, but I feel like we're going to get a little bit more details in the third trial. I have to imagine, though, like I made a joke saying that, oh my gosh, I had kids with Subaru, but I kind of feel like it might project a little bit forward and like, okay, what if that was the case? This trial was just kind of like, it seems like, accepting that, the past is the past and you can't really change it and you're here in the present. And she didn't want to stay there, which is good. But, she had a really, like, good, like, insight on it, not insight on it, but a good feeling about it. She's like, oh, I was able to see this and it was really nice, thank you type of thing. So now actually thinking about that, maybe it's disgust from Echidna as opposed to jealousy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, she did say, like, the words disgust or something like that, if I'm not mistaken exactly what she said. So, I mean, yeah, because, like, it seemed like she was saying, like out of jealousy, but it could be, you know, both too. Like, maybe she's just, like, the fact that she could accept this. And, I mean, who knows if Satella did actually kill all these witches, which is what we assume happened.
Can
what
a
they
kid
said.
accept that?
Like, maybe she can accept it, and she's jealous of somebody who can accept something like, okay, it happened, and this isn't the way that life is right now, you know?
Yeah, I'm trying to piece things together, and I feel like, I mean, I've said so many different things about how things could play out, but I think that Echidna is trying to make it back to the land of the living, simultaneously, whether it is with the help of Roswaal or Roswaal's also trying to do that by himself. And Ryuzu, I feel like that plays into it in some way or form, which another thing that I forgot if it was in this episode or the episode before that Roswaal said about using Ryuzu to like bring upon the snow. I don't know what that's about, in all honesty. But I feel like she might be involved too, and maybe that's why also Beatrice is just kind of like a fleeting thought, because she doesn't really play in to, like, you know, that plan of bringing her back. But we'll see.
All right, well, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.